Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, October 2nd, 2018. Thank you for joining us here at the day following today. Again, we'll try to keep these short, 5 to 7 minutes. Today's topic is control. Usually they're going to be free consciousness type talks. I did write down some notes. I'm reading a book right now called Frequency by Penney Peirce, and what jumped out at me in one of the chapters was the reality that occurs is the one that you pay attention to. Somebody once said you can tell somebody's where they pay attention by checking their checkbook or their credit card receipts. Well, I guess for some of us that would be Starbucks, right? Another line that I use frequently, beginning to use, is control yourself or others will. Nature abhors a vacuum. Something will come in, and it's just a matter of what. My dad used to say, Doug, where does the word decide come from? And then as a teenager, I wouldn't know. And he'd say, well, side, like suicide, patricide, homicide, means to kill. And dice is idea or thought. So if you have three things to choose from, you got to kill two of them. People don't like to kill. It's not in their nature per se. So it's difficult for them to make a decision. But that's all it is. It's just making a choice. Einstein talked about different realities occurring at the same time. If the reality that you and I are in right now, that brought us together, is a series of choices that we've each made. We've also made other choices in other realities, which maybe didn't cause us to come together today. And we're living equally in those. Think about it. 100 years ago, over 100 years ago, there wasn't any man-made frequencies, no microwaves, no satellites, no gamma or X-rays. There was just the natural frequencies that existed around us, through us, and in us. Many cultures and societies were more attuned to that through their shamans or through the whole society being more connected to the planet and its frequencies and the frequencies inside them. Sometimes they used herbs and medicinal products to enhance that. Cannabis, ayahuasca, things like that, psilocybin. But with the advent of microwaves and satellites and X-rays and things, which many of those are used, can be used to help us communicate better, be more efficient. It also may cause damage. There's current discussions now about 5G and how that might have a negative effect on our DNA and our cellular structure. I'll leave that topic to more intelligent people or people more qualified to talk about that. But getting back to choice and control regarding the frequencies that we're in, I have not been a good decider of what I pay attention to. For a long time I was a people pleaser, and again, sometimes these videos it's going to come out kind of what I struggle with, and I hope you're okay with that. I need to be and learning to be okay with that. I was a people pleaser. Somebody's happiness or sadness or frustration, whatever, I owned it, and I shouldn't have, and I'm learning not to. I'm learning to own my own, which is a scary proposition for someone who hasn't for a long time. One particular area, if you can see, I've got a pick line. Over the last year, I've spent 2 week-long episodes in the hospital due to diabetes that I have. Not fun, definitely got my attention, but for a long time I didn't pay attention to my health. It may have been because I was a male, and if it's not cut off and bleeding and we don't pay attention to it, we're out in the field getting prey, and we need to be quiet. But anyway, this has got my attention. It can be hard to change. Some people need gutter moments. Some people need 2 weeks in the hospital in the last 6 months. I get it. But it's also easy. It's like, it can be like turning on a switch. The frequency is stopped at the switch panel, and you turn it on. And just pay attention to something different. If what you're paying attention to hasn't been working, just pay attention somewhere else. Now, the consequences of not paying attention for a while may continue to happen, but gradually, sometimes immediate. Your attention will show in the reality that's around you. Sometimes it might take a while, but sometimes it's immediate. I've been seeing immediate results with some things. I think I came up with a new word. So there's attention and purposeful attention. The word is attentionally. Anyway, I hope you find these videos encouraging and helpful. I do, in the sense of it's cathartic for me. So again, thank you for joining us here at The Day Following Today on YouTube. You can also follow us The Day Following Today on Twitter, and you can reach out to us at thedayfollowingtoday@gmail.com. And again, as I always am saying and beginning to say, because I need to say it, be good to yourself.